1, 2, 3, sound check, sound check, sound check. I am checking the sound. Oh, hey there. Oops. Sorry. Welcome back to Nat Weekly, guys. I just came back from work. It's midnight. Already after? Oh wow, it's almost 1 a.m. Oops. This vlog is pretty unplanned right now, but I actually did decide that this is the very right moment to share what I learned today, and it's the very right time to do this. It's 1 a.m. I might be posting this video at 3 a.m. in the morning, just saying, okay? I'm gonna tell you the story of my day. So today I was working as a hostess. A hostess, it's basically the person who welcomes the people into a restaurant, into an event, into any special place. So basically I was a hostess and I was welcoming people. It was just because they were needing help. Why were they needing help? Not because they're not good, but because there's so much. First of all, it's a brand new restaurant. It opened like around a month ago and it's here in town. It's in a beautiful place. It's super green. It's amazing. It's really, really beautiful. If I was about to choose where I would rather spend my whole day or a few hours of work, that would definitely be the place. So I got pretty lucky with that one. But it's always about these small details that really make the big change. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments if you agree. It's about the small details that do make the big changes. So, the waiters are there to make their job, to pour the guests drinks, to bring them food, to take the orders, to tell the cook about the orders, and then the cook cooks it for them. Obviously, that's what his job is. Anyway, so my point was, I was not looking forward to today. I was really like, yeah, it's just not a job. I've done that before. Except of financial benefit, there's no other benefit for me in that. And I'm just gonna go and see how it is. I wasn't excited, let's go this way. But many times it happened to me that there's something that I'm not excited about, and then it turns out to be one of the best things that happens. And in a very, like when you keep your expectations pretty low, or when you don't have any expectations, then it's even better, because most of the time you might get surprised in a very positive way, hopefully in a positive way. So basically what happened is that I went there, and I maybe because I do communicate a lot with different types of people, and I do love to communicate with people too, all type of ages, and this has brought me a lot. It did develop my communication skills in general, like leading programs, teaching dance, teaching languages, coordinating projects, leading different projects, leading teams, even being a waiter, like even working in the catering industry, in the gastronomy. It did help a lot, because at some point you need to be so proactive, and you really need to figure out, like you need to find a way, as if you're doing the hardest job ever. What is that supposed to mean? Don't get me wrong. So this means that sometimes, you might have a break. Maybe there are not as many guests as expected. Maybe the guests are not there yet, but you should be still working. So this is the time when you're really getting proactive and like really using your brain to find out different strategies. What should I do? Maybe I should go and turn the table this way because I don't like how it looks like. But you need to be proactive. Maybe I should just go and put this glass away, or maybe I should go and ask them if they want to drink something, or maybe I can just offer the cook a drink. Maybe he wants to drink something, or take the time to organize the tables. There's so many things that you can do in any industry. Working catering before has really helped me today. Even simple things as a woman having a birthday, and there's 30 people coming, and everybody gives her flowers, and at some point she's coming to sit down, and I automatically, without even thinking about it, I automatically go to her. I take the flowers from her hands. And this was automatically, without me asking her, without her asking me, this was already like an instinct. Oh, let me help you. I'm gonna take care of that. So she was very happy. And to be honest, nobody expected this, because as I told you, like the restaurant is pretty new. So basically, they didn't even have like a vase or like a proper place to put the flowers. So I had to be pretty flexible. So we had to come up with something. So I did. I had to move around and like really look around and see what they got there. At the end, there were like these huge glass things, like not bottles, but not even glass, but like just very huge glass things that usually they had like huge candles inside. And I just took one of the candles and I poured some water inside, and I put the flowers, and it looked beautiful. It looked as if this thing was actually meant to be for these flowers. It was like a puzzle. So it was amazing. This was I was very happy. I was very proud of myself. I knew I'm gonna find something. So that's the thing. in these type of jobs, I believe that people should be like really confident in what they're doing. So we should really like go and do, not even asking. Sometimes you shouldn't ask. Although asking is always a good strategy. However, try and then ask. That's my strategy. That's maybe a little secret that I do. I would always do first. In case I cannot figure it out, then I ask. First of all, this is the best way to learn. And second of all, it does make a difference. Sorry, I had some light adjustments. I'm not really sure if this works better. I hope it does. So anyways, it does make a difference. You would appear much more confident. And this is the way to do it. You need to be confident in order to appear confident. Sometimes you can pretend, but in general, fake it till you make it. So maybe this is the way. Maybe you should really try to at least seem confident in front of other people, and at some point it just comes. People would come to you and ask you things. Already the first 5 minutes I was working today, there were people from the staff that were there already for a month, and they came to me to ask me things. I was like, oh wow, I mean, I've been here for like 5 minutes, but so it did work. This strategy does work. So today, I was not particularly excited, as I mentioned before, and at some point I realized that this job today really gave me something. And it gives you something when clients and guests comes to you and they tell you, wow, thank you for your service. You were great today. You made us stay so long. We would love to see you next time. You're lovely. And it was our pleasure to be your guests. Don't get me wrong. Not everybody was very, not everybody was so pleased. There were people who were actually angry, and it was my job today to make them feel better, and it worked. I had a fight, almost a fight. There was this table that apparently they did say, when they reserved the table, they did mention that they have a dog. However, I did not have this information. It was not written anywhere, and make excuses in front of them. That's the last thing I would do. I just said, I'm sorry. I'm sorry for the misunderstanding. And then I said, I would do my best to find the best way, to find the best solution. And I told him, I will do my best so that you can feel good. I made it personal. I gave them this personal feeling of giving my word to them. So it was me giving my word to them. It wasn't the restaurant. It wasn't, of course, I am representing the restaurant. I'm representing the place, obviously. But I'm also representing this humanity. And they said, okay, we trust you. And then it happened. Like magic, there were these people that I was like really hoping to the last moment that they will just pay as soon as possible so that I can move these people before the next reservation comes. And it's a bit hard to explain. It's a bit complicated. But anyways, what I mean is that just because I was really like hoping it, and it worked. And of course, I also had luck. And then they were like, we knew we were going to make it right. And they stayed. I left at 11 p.m. They were still there. So these people came at like 6 o'clock. So they stayed for so many hours. Wow. It was amazing. It was just amazing hearing this lady. And then, I'm leaving it. And they just look at me. They're like, we really hope you're going to be there next time. Thank you for making our stay so lovely. And when you hear this at the end of your day, you're just so satisfied and maybe like in a sort of like proud of yourself, of the day. And there's nothing wrong about being proud of yourself. Yeah, I was proud of myself, for these type of things that happen, these type of like small wins along the way. As I said before, the little details, those little details, they make the big difference. They make the big change. Because we might have some unhappy clients, but those little things are this change that would make them from unhappy to happy. And those likes and those reviews and 5-star ratings. So yeah, there's so much I can talk about this day today. There's so much I can tell, but this is basically the main thing that I wanted to tell you guys is that first of all, we should be confident. Fake it till you make it. Second of all, there is a lot we can learn from every single experience. Even when we underestimate, like, no, we don't have any benefit of going there, of meeting these people. But you never know who you're going to meet. You never know. I became a really good friend with the cook, for instance. We talked a lot. We even came up with some business ideas of how to make the place grow even faster and how to make the customers even happier. We are also going to communicate this with the manager tomorrow, so I'm pretty excited about that. So there's so many things that I actually learned today, also about myself. It just gave me some sort of a boost, of an energy boost, meeting all of those people. So we do need these type of experiences along the way, even if we underestimate them sometimes, but we shouldn't. So maybe that's my message. Is it? It's all in the little details, I guess. It's in making it personal, making the personal experience, showing the customers that you care. Even if something bad has happened, even if we didn't know, we didn't have enough tables. Yes, you reserved 2 weeks ago. I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry, ma'am. I understand. It's our mistake. You should admit it. We should admit it. I'm proud of myself. It's my mistake. Whatever it is, just, there's nothing wrong about admitting your mistake. There's nothing wrong about admitting our positivity, something that we learned. There's nothing wrong about admitting that we learned something about ourselves, that we are proud of ourselves, that we are proud of someone else, that we are proud of this idea, that you were happy maybe that you gave the idea, or your colleague gave the idea because of this discussion that you just had. So, but we also need to admit whenever we are wrong. And this time, I was not wrong. It was not my mistake, right? But I was representing the restaurant. I was not representing myself. So there's a lot of details. It's never black and white. So I said, I'm sorry, it's our mistake. This is when you actually break the wall. You break the wall in front of you. Because then you're saying, it's my mistake. There you go. I'm a human. We are people. We, as colleagues, as a team, we're people. And it's our mistake. It happens. And the people in front of you, these are also human. So they also understand that it's human to make a mistake. So let's work together and see what solution there is, what the solution could be. And let's think together of a solution. Let's forget about negativity, because there was a big chance that we would argue this day. There was a huge chance, but we didn't. And those people stayed longer than I did. They stayed at least until 11 p.m. This is when I left. And basically the whole evening, they were just like, passing by, and they asked about my name. They wanted to know my name. So basically we became like buddies, more or less. It's about the little details. It's about being human, showing others that we're not afraid of admitting our mistakes, showing others that we're not afraid of admitting whenever we're proud, showing that we're confident, even if we're not. Fake it till you make it. So yeah, good night. I'm going to sleep now. See you on the next video. Maybe I should call this the Late Night Show. Let me know if you like this name, Late Night Show. Welcome back to the Late Night Show. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Welcome to the Late Night Show. How does that sound? Welcome to the Late Night Show. Welcome to the my goodness. Welcome to the Late Night Show. Welcome back to the Late Night Show. Okay, you got my point. But, okay, it's a deal. Saturday night is gonna be the Late Night Show. There you go. It's a deal. Now that I'm saying it in front of camera, that's a deal.